Good morning. I'm sitting here reading a little bit without glasses, and I thought, okay, let's record this. This is very interesting. It's about the principle of fire. Singers, poets are very eloquent. I often think a singer, to be a good singer, not only you need a good voice, but also you have to be a poet, you know. So singers are eloquent. Speech does not fail them, yes? Fire is the principle of speech in metaphysics. It is mentioned all over the world that fire is the principle of speech. Tongues of fire. When um, when a poet um, uses the tongues of fire and the speaking in tongues or the speaking with tongues, he is demonstrating his how's it called, the gift of languages, right? A gift of languages, someone who speaks in multiple tongues, tongues of fire. Of course, in religious, parts of the world, this was considered talking to God. You know, they were like, "Whoa, we don't understand anything he's saying." Sometimes they could be making up. Quite often, they could be making up, gibberish, and people was like, "Oh, wow, he's communicating. He has an open channel with God." Or they could literally be talking in different languages, right? People once upon a time, they had no other choice but to learn other languages if they wanted to have access, yes, to knowledge, to wisdom. Um, it was only when you spiritually connected with other cultures that you would be able to absorb and, understand and learn what was it all about, right? So it was common. Not everybody had this gift of the languages. Not everybody has it. I kind of read and write three, but they are derived from Latin, But um, so singers are very eloquent, and this kind of remind me of the muse of the Boeotian Greek pantheon, the three original ones, Meneme, Melite, and Aoede. Aoede is the muse of voice and song, and I suppose they are talking about fire, song, the principle of speech. I think Aoede represents the principles of speech. Those who know that fire, they become singers. They have the gift of truth. And once you have that gift, if you, I don't know, become a comedian or a philosopher, you care for nothing more, for nothing but the truth, right? So we see a lot of comedians that care for nothing but the truth. Sometimes at their own cost, at the cost of their own at their own expenses. You see lots of comedians, just saying no to money and just, being truthful to the principle of fire, to the muse a oede, you know. That's when you see who's the real deal, right? When they say no to to the system. Um, is there anything else I could say about this? Mm. No, I think that's all. So, so it's pretty cool, I think. So, another thing, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind or convince people out of anything. This is just food for thought. This is just to exercise your mind, okay? You don't have to believe it. And I'm not trying to convince you or sell you anything. This is just to exercise the mind. So,